Welcome to the McLaren MP4-12C, the first original all-McLaren supercar that McLaren have ever produced. It's their engine, their body, their everything for that matter. This car is a technological hammer blow. It has no chassis. Instead, a very special carbon fiber tub to which forward and rear facing struts are mounted to connect the engine and various other bits and pieces, including the body. This car is a proper supercar. It's a purpose-built race machine. Now, other reviewers that I've seen have said that this car is clinical. I don't agree. It's not clinical. It's precise. It's a very precise car. But it's not clinical. Clinical implies dull. It implies boring. And this car is anything but. This thing has a 3.8 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, which produces 440 kilowatts. It is by far the most powerful car I've ever driven. Well, not by far, but significantly by enough. It's also the quickest I've ever driven, and I've driven a lot of cars, including this car's main rival, the Ferrari 458 Italia. Now, the Ferrari possesses a sense of drama about it. There's an opera following you when you drive that car. This car doesn't have it. In the Ferrari, voluptuous, beautiful women will blow you kisses. Not in this. However, if it is a purpose-built supercar, a pure, thoroughbred supercar that you're looking for, look no further, because that's what you're getting here. Not that there's anything wrong with a Ferrari. This is just a little bit more precise. It's just a little bit better. It's quicker. It's a lot quicker. 0 to 100 in this car is achieved in 3.1 seconds. And that's on the reef because of the turbo system. Top speed's 330 odd, which is sufficient, and admittedly entering that 458 territory too. But again, it's a crazy speed. You're not going to want for more. So the couple k/h difference that you might have between the two is negligible. This car is fantastic. It represents everything that a supercar should be about. It has just so much. And in fact, maybe that's what's wrong with it. You see, because I view cars as like I would an individual. And you get individuals that have funny shaped ears, funny shaped noses, hairy chins, big eyes, that sort of thing. And that's what sets them apart and makes them unique and individual. This car is just, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, when I say that, the only thing that I've found wrong with it is the doors, because they open sort of up like wings, which is fine, no problems at all, because it opens the same width as it would if it hinged normally. The difference is if somebody is parked too close to you, or you're in a narrow parking bay, you can't open the door fully, but because it's on gas struts, you have to hold it, and then doing some sort of ancient Mongolian fire ritual dance, try and get out the car. I had to do this last night. It was really funny. I was killing myself laughing the whole time. And then again this morning when I had to get in. That aside, it's not really a big issue. Park over 2 bays. Most people who own these sorts of cars do that anyway, and for good reason. Not just for the door so that some idiot doesn't out of spite bang their door into yours. The performance of this car is unparalleled. It is brutally, brutally quick. It is a savage machine. Yet at the same time, much like we're driving now, it's calm, sedate, quiet, and incredibly comfortable. You can comfortably drive this car around every day of the week. And on the weekend, head off to a racetrack and put in a phenomenal time as well. It utilizes technology that has never been seen before in a supercar, especially in a supercar in this type of price bracket. And we're talking between 3.5 and 4 million rand. It has an air brake. That alone should tell you something. The steering is assisted by the brakes. Again, very clever. And comes from a sort of racing heritage. It has special controls to control your driver settings, the driver programs. You have normal, sport, and track. And on each, you can set the car, either its handling or its drivetrain, the performance. The way I've been driving it mostly is handling on sport and drivetrain on track. Gives you that sharp throttle response, but the suspension's not ridiculously hard because I'm not on a track. I don't need it to be that hard. I'm on public roads. Well, I'm on public roads. At the moment we're on our special test road, which fortunately has no speed limits. Well, not at the moment. We're on the unrestricted part now. If you push the button called active, everything becomes alive and sharpens up. And when you put foot, it becomes an animal. We're doing 200 km an hour now through a set of relatively tight lanes. No drama, no fuss, no problem at all. Fantastic car to drive. It's so razor sharp. You have a direct feel with the road. And when you want to drive it normally, you push the active button again and it becomes a normal car. I think this car is fantastic. I really do. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything about it is good. And that's quite scary, because up until now, I really, really loved the 458 Italia.